Close your eyes, take a deep breath, and let the world around you fade. Together, we will journey to a realm where myths come alive and mysteries whisper their secrets. This is your moment to pause, to wonder, and to escape. The Sirens, Song of the Sea. The enchanting call. In ancient Greece, along the shores of the Western Sea, lived the Sirens, mystical creatures with the bodies of birds and the faces of women. Their voices were said to be the most beautiful sounds in the world, capable of mesmerizing anyone who heard them. The Sirens resided on a small, rocky island surrounded by the crashing waves of the sea, where no ship ever passed without being drawn to the deadly allure of their song. Sailors, entranced by their melody, would steer their ships towards the island, only to crash upon its jagged cliffs, never to be seen again. It was a fate shared by many men, for the Siren's song told tales of unknown wonders, of glory and lost love, and of secrets that no mortal should ever know. But in truth, their song was not a gift, it was a curse, for in their beauty and melody lay the promise of an eternal and tragic end. The Curse of the Sirens. According to legend, the Sirens were once beautiful mortal women, handpicked by the gods to serve as companions to Persephone, the goddess of spring. But when Demeter, Persephone's mother, sought to reclaim her daughter from the underworld, the Sirens made a fateful mistake. They failed to protect Persephone from Hades' abduction, and in punishment, the gods transformed them into the creatures they would forever remain, bird-like with wings that could carry them across vast seas, yet cursed with the voices that would bring destruction. In their isolation, the Sirens grew more powerful and more sorrowful. Their beauty, once a gift, became a weapon, one that would be the prison for eternity. And so, they sang endlessly, hoping that one day someone would listen to their song and free them from their eternal torment. The Voyage of Odysseus. One of the most famous encounters with the Sirens is that of Odysseus, the legendary hero of Homer's Odyssey. After years of wandering the seas, trying to return home to Ithaca, Odysseus and his crew found themselves sailing dangerously close to the island of the Sirens. Warned by the goddess, Odysseus was prepared. He ordered his men to fill their ears with beeswax so they could not hear the song. But ever curious, he had himself tied to the mast of the ship, eager to hear the Sirens' voices for himself. As they sailed closer to the island, the Sirens began to sing. Their song was haunting and filled with promise of knowledge, of the wisdom of the gods, and of the untold beauty of the world beyond the mortal realm. Come to us, their voices whispered. We know the secrets of the gods. We know the past and the future. You need not suffer any longer. Come to us, and all will be revealed. But Odysseus, bound tightly to the mast, could not act on his desire to answer their call. He shouted for his men to untie him, but they obeyed his earlier command and sailed past the island until the voices of the sirens grew fainter and fainter. The temptation of the sea. As the ship sailed away from the island, Odysseus breathed a sigh of relief. Though the siren's song was beautiful and enticing, he knew it was a trap. Yet there was a deep sadness in his heart as he realized that no matter how many times he resisted, he would always be tempted by their song. The sirens, after all, were not merely monsters. They were a reflection of his own desires, his yearning for knowledge, and his lust for the unknown. In the end, Odysseus escaped, but the sirens remained, their song forever echoing across the waves. The fate of the sirens. The myth of the sirens is a tragic one. They were creatures of beauty and song, once beloved by the gods, now cursed to sing for eternity, luring sailors to their doom. Their beauty was their downfall, and their song, once a sweet melody of life, became the dirge of those who could never escape the sea's dark embrace. The sirens were forever trapped in their song, just as the sailors they lured were forever trapped by their death. It is said that even after Odysseus, the sirens continued to sing, waiting for another soul brave or foolish enough to seek them out. And yet, with each passing ship, their song grew more mournful, for no one ever heard it as clearly as those who had succumbed to their allure. The lesson of the sirens. The tale of the sirens is not just about a deadly temptation, but a profound lesson on human nature and the pursuit of knowledge. The sirens, with their beautiful and haunting song, symbolize the allure of things that promise to satisfy our deepest desires, be it knowledge, fame, or the thrill of the unknown. Yet their melody serves as a reminder that not all that tempts us is worth chasing, and that some pursuits may lead us to dangerous, irreversible places. The siren's song is irresistible because it offers the promise of answers to questions we may not even know we're asking. But just as Odysseus shows us, sometimes the greatest wisdom is in resisting the allure of immediate gratification, choosing instead to stay the course and seek knowledge that will truly enrich us. We are often faced with choices that seem too beautiful, too good to pass on, but it is important to remember that not every temptation is a gift. The sirens are a warning that we must be mindful of the things that call to us, recognizing when our desires may be leading us into a trap. And just like Odysseus, we can learn that it's okay to acknowledge temptation, but it's also crucial to have the wisdom and self-discipline to resist it for our greater good. The story teaches us that self-control and the ability to stay true to our path, despite the distractions that may arise, are the qualities that will ultimately protect us from harm. By heeding the lesson of the sirens, we found that the real treasures in life are those that we earn through perseverance, patience, and a clear understanding of what truly matters. As the whispers of myth fade into the stillness, carry their magic with you into the world. Until we meet again, may your spirit wander, and may your days be filled with wonder. Thank you for listening to Whispering Myth. If you enjoyed this story and want to hear more, be sure to subscribe to Whispering Myths. That way, you won't miss out on any of the magical tales that I share. Don't forget to like this video and leave a comment. Thank you for listening, and until we meet again, may the whispers of myths guide your dreams.